Hello, students. Are you all doing well today? I hope that you're all doing well with your family. Please stay safe. This is Teacher Rena, and I will be your teacher for this subject. English Non, Grade 3, Unit 1 at School. Now, before we go to our discussion, let's have vocabulary. Please repeat after teacher. Mathematics. Number 1. Place value. Place value. Place value. Number 2. Ones. 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 Number 3. Tens. Tens. Science. Number 1. Parent. 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 Number 2. Genetic. 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 Number 3. Generation. 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 Social studies. Number 1. Behavior. 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 Number 2. Behave. 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 Number 3. Monk. 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 Health education. Number 1. Healthy habit. Healthy habit. Healthy habit. Number 2. Regularly. 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 Number 3. Enough. 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 English. Number 1. Friend. 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 Number 2. Country. 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 And number 3. Happy. 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 That's all for our vocabulary today. Now, I want you to get your pencil and your notebook, or just a sheet of paper. Let's have dictation. So in your paper, I know that you have already knew what you need to do. So write the day today. Write 4th, 4 with the small th, JUN for June 2021, and O.2. Then numbers your paper from 1, 2, and 3. Are you now ready? Let's start. Number 1. String. String. How do you spell string? Please write S T R I N G. Again, it's S T R I N G. String. Now let's have number 2. Chalk. Number 2 is chalk. C-H-A-L-K. Chalk. Again, it's C-H-A-L-K. Chalk. Now let's have the last number, number 3. Tape. How do you spell tape? Tape. T A P E, tape. Again, it's T A P E, tape. Pencils up? It's time to check your paper. Now let's check the words. Number 1 is string. S-T-R-I-N-G, string. Number 2, chalk. C-H-A-L-K, chalk. And number 3, tape. T-A-P-E, tape. Do you get the correct words? That's good. Now, please get your book. Let's go book. Then open your book to pages 8 and 9. Do you have your book? Now let's start. So last week we have talked about these following snacks. So number 1, we have popcorn, candy, peanuts, crackers, potato chips, and we have also learned how to say it, that you have this snack. If you have, I have some popcorn. I don't have any popcorn. If you have candy, you will say, I have some candy. If you don't have, you will say, I don't have any candy. And if you have peanuts, you will say, I have some peanuts. And if you don't have peanuts, you will say, I don't have any peanuts. And if you have crackers, you will say, I have some crackers. And if you don't have crackers, you will say, I don't have any crackers. Next, potato chips. If you have potato chips, you will say, I have some potato chips. And if you don't have, I don't have any potato chips. And we have also learned these following things at school: chalk, paint, tape, scissors, glue, paper, ribbon, and string. And do not forget these following things because we will use this. So now, learn the words. These are the new things that you need to learn. Number 1, magnets. Repeat after teacher. Magnets. M-A-G-N-E-T-S. Magnets. Please familiarize the following objects. Number 2, scissors. Are you following? Scissors. S-C-I-S-S-O-R-S. Scissors. Number 3, calculators. Calculators. C-A-L-C-U-L-A-T-O-R-S. Calculators. Number 4, colored pencils. Please look at a picture. Number 4, colored pencils. C-O-L-O-R-E-D, colored. P-E-N-C-I-L-S, pencils. Number 5, please look at number 5. Rubber bands. Rubber bands. R-U-B-B-E-R, rubber. B-A-N-D-S, bands. Number 6, push pins. Push pins. P-U-S-H, push. P-I-N-S, pins. Number 7, paint brushes. Paint brushes. P-A-I-N-T, paint. B-R-U-S-H-E-S, brushes. Number 8, staplers. Please repeat, staplers. Again, it's staplers. S-T-A-P-L-E-R-S, staplers. Now, if you have noticed, the following objects are not only one, but they are 2 or 3 or 4. And we will add S to the following names because they are not just only one, they are many. They are plural, they are not singular. Now, let's start reading the red box below. Does she have any magnets? So you will have two answers. The first one is yes, she does. You will say this if you can see that inside the box there's the object that we are looking for. So if you can see the object that we are looking for inside the box, you will say yes, she does. But if you can't see, you will say no, she doesn't. Are you ready? It's easy, right? Let's start. Does she have any magnets? The answer is yes, she does. Now let's try number 2. Does she have any colored pencil? Yes, she does. Number 3. Does she have any staplers? Yes, she does. Does he have any scissors? So we will not use he because the boy is now holding the box. No. Yes, he does. Next, does he have any rubber bands? Yes, he does. Does he have any paintbrushes? Yes, he does. So the boy and girl are all holding the objects that we are looking for. Again, the answer is yes, she does. And no, she doesn't. C. Play a game. Ask your partner. Do they have any chalk? Yes, they do. No, they don't. So the same with the previous top slide that we have, there are two answers. So if you can see the objects that we're looking for are there, you will answer yes, they do. Again, you will answer yes, they do. But if you can't see the objects that we are looking for, you will answer no, they don't. Are you ready? Let's start. Remember that we are going to answer yes, they do. They, because they are many. No, they don't. And we will not now use thus. Do they have any rubber bands? Can you see rubber bands? The answer is yes, they do. Very good. So I want you to please look at the following objects. Next. Do they have any scissors? Do they have any scissors? Can you see scissors? The answer is yes, they do. Very good. Next, do they have any magnets? Can you see magnets? The answer is no, they don't, because they don't have magnets. Next, do they have any paintbrushes? Answer is no, they don't. Next, do they have any calculators? Answer is yes, they do. So remember these following things. If singular, he or she, we will use does, D-O-E-S, does. But in plural form, they, we will use do, as simple as do, do. And also remember this. Doesn't. Doesn't means does not. And we will use does not for the singular form, he or she. Example, he, singular, he doesn't have glue. Next, don't. Don't means do not. Do plus not. And we use don't for plural form. Example, they don't have any glue. D. Make sentences. So please look at the following objects after each sentences. Refer to the objects that you can see after the sentences. Are you ready? Let's start. He has some. So what is the object that we're talking about? It is push pins. He has some push pins. Second, she has some, yes, it's staplers. He has some staplers. Next, they have some calculators. They have some calculators. Next, they don't have any, what do you call that one? Yes, that is rubber bands. They don't have any rubber bands. Next, she doesn't have blank. She doesn't have, what do you call that one? That's a magnet. She doesn't have magnet. Next, he doesn't have, yes, it's colored pencils. So please remember the following names of the objects. Activity. So in your notebook, please write the following questions and then answer them based on the pictures that you have seen, based on the objects that a boy or the girl is holding. Number 1, what does he have? Number 2, what does she have? And number 3, what does she have? So example, you will say, he has some blank. Number 4, what do they have? Number 5, what does she have? And that is the end of your activity. So you will going to write only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. So that's all for today. Remember what you have learned today. Please keep them in your mind. Thank you for learning. Stay safe with your family. See you again next time.